One of the best and easiest things you can do to improve the overall quality of your virtual calls is to wear either earbuds, wired ones, or even wireless ones, or even better, headphones to listen to the meeting. And to clarify, these should be closed back headphones, which most consumer headphones are closed back because regular closed back headphones do what you would think and they keep the sound inside the ear cup of the headphones, whereas more specialized open back headphones will still allow sound to escape into the open air out of the back of the ear cups. The goal here is to stop any sound from your meeting being amplified in your physical space. Now, I usually recommend you always use a good quality microphone for your input into that meeting. So even though I do recommend wearing some sort of earbuds, headphones, or otherwise, I don't recommend using the microphone on the earbuds because it's usually not that good a quality. Right now, you're hearing this microphone, a much better quality microphone than the small one on these earbuds. But if all attendees wear headphones or earbuds, it will improve everyone's call quality because this ensures our meeting audio is only in our ears and again, not amplified in your space, which means usually whatever microphone you are using for your input into that meeting can no longer hear the meeting coming out of your speakers. And if your mic can hear the meeting coming out of any nearby speakers, this will cause a couple of problems. Number one, this can cause an audible feedback loop within your meeting, and that can disrupt everyone. If your microphone hears your coworker's amplified voice coming out of your speakers, their voice may get fed back into the meeting a second time. Their voice comes out of your speakers into your microphone and therefore back into the meeting and then back out of their speakers on their end and so on and so forth. And yes, even most directional microphones can still hear some sound from the sides and behind them. It just depends on the mic placement, and the speaker placement. But also remember that any amplified audio from speakers also bounces off of our desks, our floors, our walls, our ceilings, and some of that bounce sound will make it around to the front of the mic and be heard by the mic. And number two, even though the meeting software is pretty good at knowing that this is happening, it's also smart enough to do something about it to prevent these feedback loops. But what our meeting software will do is kind of mute or gate the audio of the microphone that it thinks is hearing this amplified audio. So again, if your mic is hearing the meeting software on the platform side kind of does this momentary mute or gate of your microphone to prevent that audible feedback loop. Then when you try to speak next, the beginning of your audio may get cut off to the other attendees and they may say they didn't hear you or please start again. And that can cause interruptions and it can slow down the entire meeting process. This auto mute or gating of your mic doesn't visually mute your audio icon on the meeting software. This is more of an automatic process on the server side of the meeting platform, but it can happen when the meeting software hears these issues and tries to correct for them. And although some of the meeting platforms will let you turn off this feature, it's usually called echo cancellation. Doing so will put you right back at problem number one of having a potential feedback loop or echo in your meeting. So if everyone wears some sort of headphones, even these small wired earbuds, it means our mics can't hear our meetings. The meeting platform won't have to try to autocorrect our audio, so there will be fewer disruptions, and each person's audio will be clean and isolated. If you've seen any online content from the past few years, most professional virtual presenters are wearing some sort of earbuds, AirPods, or even large headphones for these exact reasons. Even professional news anchors wear small earpieces when they're doing remote interviews. Just remember that we need to hear our own voices a bit when we speak, and headphones can obviously reduce what we hear from the outside world, and that can make it very difficult to speak with confidence if you can't hear your own voice. So small earbuds that don't completely seal the ear canal are great because they still allow us to hear some of the outside world, and they will allow us to still hear our own voices. If you want to wear larger headphones, you'll need to ensure that your microphone or your computer setup can send the audio from your microphone back to your headphones directly in real time so you can also hear yourself as you speak. This is usually called a direct monitor feature. Some USB mics have this feature directly on the mic. Usually there's a headphone jack on the mic itself, but not all USB mics have that direct monitor feature like this Fifine large diaphragm condenser mic. The mic sounds great, does not have a direct monitor feature built into the mic. So if I were going to use this, I probably would not want to use these large headphones. I'd probably wear Apple AirPods or some sort of small wired earbuds so that those don't completely seal my ear canal and I can still hear myself while using this microphone. And most USB audio interfaces, like I'm using to record this SM58 through the Scarlett 2i2, or even less expensive interfaces like the Behringer UM2, also have this direct monitor feature built in most of the time. You can also achieve this goal by wearing maybe a single earbud so your other ear can still hear your voice, or using any transparency modes on those earbuds that do seal your ear canal so that your earbuds will still allow you to hear a bit of the outside world. Now, granted, wearing headphones may not be how everyone wants to look to their attendees, but there are lots of options and sizes of headphones, earbuds, wireless ones, wired earbuds, so you can choose whatever is comfortable, what still allows you to hear yourself, something that fits your visual and on-camera needs and your appearance, and something that sounds good to you. So instead of hopping on a virtual call and having audio from your virtual meeting coming out of your laptop speakers or any other speakers that we have attached to our computer, we should think about how that will negatively impact not only your experience, but also the experience of your other meeting attendees. I hope some of this information has been helpful, and I'll see you on that next virtual call. Later.